get this thing started. The Gamecocks will put toe to leather and will get started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. He's going for the big play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
Leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown Gamecocks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to pass. It's Estes. Quickly to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Dingle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. But that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To throw, it's Robertson. Right on the money. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Wants to keep it in the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking downfield, it's Estes. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Might be changing the route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Dingle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Estes. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Dingle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 4 over Michigan. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Robertson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fakes to grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Dingle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll try the run. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
First down for this offense. Defense playing a bail technique. Back to throw, it's Estes. Rushes on him. That's caught, it's Dingle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Dingle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket. And a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to throw, it's Estes. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right half. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Smashes through the tackle. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Touchdown, Gamecock! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up 14 over Colorado. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Play action on first down. Fires to the right. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll run it from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Punch it out of the air. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Here we go, here we go. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Estes. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really